Just know I'm down and diligent. I'm down and diligent. Ay, mama always working late. Daddy didn't work today. I got all these bills to pay, and I'm not even thinking straight. Probably twisting up a wood, trying to see what's up today. I've been engineering all my music, feeling all type of way. Drowning in my thoughts, I might get lost up in this tidal wave. Maybe I'm just tired of Seattle, I need brighter day. I get way too high, I lose my mind, I'm thinking all type of shit. Look you in your eyes, I see a star, son, your future lit. Smiling at your mama, all in love, that's my type of chick.
Yo, what's the deal? We back. You tuned into the Down and Diligent podcast. You already know what's happening, man. Y'all know what's going on. Another episode, another fire, another goodie. For sure, for sure. You already know.
Man, do yourself a favor. Like, subscribe, comment. Follow us on all social media platforms. Yeah.
You already know, man. And hit that notification bell every time. You know what I'm saying? So you can get notified every time we drop some new heat. You feel me? But what's the deal, man? Dez, what's happening? Who we got up in the building?
We got my brother and his motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Coach.
Boy.
What else I don't even know what the fuck else he do. You feel me? Let him know, Mar. This my brother.
Mar, what's up with you, brother? How you feeling, bro?
I'm blessed.
Yeah,
I'm blessed.
Man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely good having you back. We had you at the table last time. You feel me? Little twin duo. Yeah, most definitely, man. So tell us a little bit about yourself, being Coach Mar, man.
And Coach Mar, man, I'm out the inner city, born and raised out of Washington, Joint Down Projects. My name said it all. I'm a coach. I'm an entrepreneur, own business. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
I'm a mentor, also with our inner city youth. I'm kind of doing it all right now. I'm trying to.
Yeah, most definitely, man. That's what's up, man. We're gonna get into the coaching, the entrepreneur side, the Mr. Fries, man, and everything you invested in, right?
No more Mr. Fries.
No more Mr. Fries.
Sold to Mr. Fries.
Okay.
Now I'm focusing on my nonprofit. Really about to get a brick and mortar space for young inner city kids to come and be great. You know what I mean? Chase their.
We need that.
They're hitting
Yeah, we
gym.
definitely do.
You know what I mean?
Definitely
As they say,
do.
you know,
So I had that when I was younger. We had that. That's the only
so
time.
we're focusing on that as far as kids dealing with trauma, things like that. We're gonna teach financial literacy, things like that, just to keep have our kids sharp coming out, so you know they have a better chance of being successful.
Most definitely. And what ages would that range from?
8 till you get to college.
Most definitely.
So,
Because we need
try to
that
start them
guidance,
early.
man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
try to
Yes,
start them
sir,
early. A lot
man.
of kids out here need guidance, so you know we try to get to them early.
Most definitely. And that's what I wanted to get into. I was gonna ask you too, like, how are you impacting the future generation, right? Because obviously you doing coaching, you
Right.
working with these young boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, like you said, with this nonprofit organization, but you talked about kids dealing with trauma from a young age to growing up. Have you dealt with trauma at an early age? You talked about
too
being
much
from the
trauma.
Jordan Down Projects.
Yeah,
What's some of the shit that you had to bear and go through? You know,
man, I might need a counselor right now. I'm just high.
for sure.
I'm impacted, just being involved, man. You know, most kids just need somebody to be there. You know what I mean? You know, I've been through it. Me myself, just been through anything you can think of that come to these streets, like that to deal with as far as losing friends and what comes with that. You know what I mean? If you you know what comes with that. I ain't really got to say too much, but you know, you lose a friend, you in that gang, you know, you're in the business of retaliation, stuff like that. So going through that and being in jail and, you know what I mean, have to bury friends and stuff like that, you know, just being there, you know the kind of the things to look for in kids that's coming up and going through that. So just being there and guiding them through that and I'm teaching them some new game to be successful and survive in this world is key.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids don't have that. Some kids got, you know, a lot of people say a two-parent household can say that, but you know, if your parents don't know what they're looking for or don't know how to guide you through that, I mean, it's kind of useless. So a lot of these kids is kind of out here lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just being there, man, that's how I've been impacting my community, just being there for the ones I can be. You can't save them all, but you know, you can save the ones you can save.
Most definitely.
At least try to get the ones that need to be out there for sure.
So
Most definitely. I'm gonna jump into the coaching. Y'all got a Y'all got a matchup coming
Yeah.
up this season,
Yeah.
right? Where you coach at,
I'm at
first of all?
Cathedral High School, baby.
Cathedral
We at
High
the
School.
Graveyard. We at the
That's what's
graveyard,
up.
baby.
That's what's up.
Woo-wee.
Hey, look, I want you to let the people know too, man. Some of the accomplishments that you have, some of the accolades that you have coming up to where you at Cathedral High, from youth football to different high schools or
Yeah, we
whatnot.
started coaching. Actually, it was an accident. Kind of like that's why I call it my call. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because back in 2008, that's when I was. It was crazy. You know what I mean? Back, I was in the streets.
Yeah.
I got a
2000
nephew
yeah.
that was coming up. He was 5, 6 at the time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We was trying to keep him on the path, so I started training him. And then a couple weeks after that, we did on the street. There was a lot of kids. So when I started straightening, one kid turned into two. 2 kids turned into 4, 4 turned into 8. Now I'm looking down, I got 20 kids out here.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So his coach at the time came out, was like, man, you work good with the kids, man. You come help me coach, you come on my offense. I'm like, that never crossed my mind to be a coach.
Yeah, coach.
I was
How old were you at the time?
That was 2008. I think I was like 20.
Yeah, 2008. I was 20, so you had to be like 22.
Yeah, I was around 23, 22, somewhere around there.
Okay,
23, 22.
okay.
But I was in the streets. I wasn't really thinking about coaching. I was,
Right.
busting down grounds and playing with guns. So I'm like,
Yeah.
coach. I was okay. I'll try it out. Man, I loved it. Fell in love with coaching. Fell in love with it. Kind of saved my life because the time I spent with coaching, I was off the streets. Like, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And that just grew. As the years went on, I got better and better because I was always three-sport star.
Yeah.
So as I continued to coach, I'm getting better and better. And I fell in love with it. I started studying. I started, looking up different schemes. So that led to me getting first high school job at my alma mater at Compton High. It was just 2011, I want to say, or 12. 2012. Was there for a couple of years. Actually, I take that back. Started at Compton High, but I was there a year. But then they let me
you
go.
went straight to head coaching up there?
No. I was a freshman coach at Compton High.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Freshman coach, but they let me go because I caught a case. I caught a gun case. This is what I was it.
Okay.
I caught a gun case until November 2000. I never forget. November 2011, caught a gun case. It was on my record, so I couldn't coach with the kids because until that was resolved. You know what I mean? So
How I don't want to
Like
stop.
school,
I
you
don't
can't
wanna-
get
yeah,
school.
you can't be around kids.
Kids,
No felony. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Even a misdemeanor actually depends on the district.
Yeah.
So that was a big part. You know what I mean?
I don't want to stop
Yeah,
what
go
you're
ahead.
saying, but from that, bruh, stopping you from coaching, it's like therapy to you. Like you love this shit.
For sure.
And
Yeah,
I want to
stop
talk
it.
about
You can
what
get them
made
until
you,
you
because
buy
I
them
feel
off.
like, I feel like if it's something, you know what I'm saying, because we know youth coaches, we ain't getting paid for that shit.
No.
Like, and if something that could keep a nigga out the streets, a nigga have to love that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So how did you feel by that stopping you for a minute and being around these kids and teaching them?
I always coached Paul Warner, you know what I mean? So when high school hired me on, and when I wasn't able to do it anymore, I was kind of disappointed, but, I never was a guy to, take no for an answer. So I still was on the field, sneaking on the field, coaching.
Okay.
Until, administration come on, then you got to figure like you're a parent.
Yeah,
I did that for a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I got to take care of this case. I still was going through the, litigation. So I don't know how I didn't feel no type of way because I still was in it. Like, it's different.
like just come with the game.
Okay, it wasn't
So,
like it was just taken away from you.
I knew
or
my
nothing.
mistake I made.
Yeah.
It's a much serious case than just a gun. So I just copped the plea to the gun. You know what I mean? Just, lesser plea. But
Right, you have to take something to what they're trying to give. Yeah, yes, sir.
So I don't know. At the time, that's just what I wanted to do. I didn't care. Like nobody really couldn't tell me I couldn't do that. I wasn't gonna let nobody tell me I couldn't coach.
Most definitely.
I knew that was my passion. So I stuck with it. And a couple places I was at Lawndale, couldn't coach there because of the case. Because for the record, this is not to go off topic, but man, in the society in America, man, you catch a case and you trying to go right.
Yeah.
Boy,
You got to be a forward to get a second chance, boy.
It's like taking one step
crazy.
forward,
Oh,
taking
man.
2 steps back.
Right.
It's tough though, you know what I mean? I lost jobs, relationships over just catching the case, just trying to do right, you know what I mean? I could just say F and just go back to what I was doing, but I was an example now. I got kids looking up to me, so I couldn't do that. I had to figure it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like you say, Part 1, it don't pay much, but it don't pay monetary wise. You don't get money for it, you know what I mean? But it pay you in other ways, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, I just kept with it. In 2014, I did that for like 2 years, back and forth with the schools, you know what I mean? Fighting the case. But 2014, We got hired at Paramount. I got a twin brother. That's y'all know. But me and my twin brother got hired at Paramount, and they rock with us. You know what I mean? They rock with me. My brother didn't have I had the case, so we kind of did the under one name at first. You know what I mean? Under his name.
Because if you meet him, you'll think
This whole time,
mine
though,
had
yeah.
You'll think
Let's
mine
think
was
it's one person.
Right,
It's
right.
really both. It's two
Young
of us.
is just
You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah.
It's two of us, but they just think it's one person. They know administration don't care at the time, you know.
Right.
But this whole time I'm on probation though. I got on probation January 2012. Excuse me. But this whole time, it's 2014. Now I'm still on probation fighting the case. They said once I finish probation, you can knock it down to a misdemeanor. After the misdemeanor, I get expunged. You know what I mean? So I'm still going through that process back and forth. I'm trying to get it expunged, but I'm still coaching at Paramount though. I'm a freshman coach. Me and my brother head coaches of the freshman team at Paramount. Undefeated. We was undefeated. We was coach. I think we did freshman 3 years at Paramount. Undefeated. Never lost a game. Three teams in a row. The 2020 class that graduated in 2020, that team never lost a league game. You know what I mean? They undefeated. They went 20-0 in league. You know what I mean? My brother is a big part of Paramount. We was there 6 years. Went to the semifinals twice. You know what I mean? After 6 years. So, you know, we kind of turned that program around. You know what I mean? And that was the reason why we at where we at now. You know what I mean? My brother got hired after the pandemic. I think it was the pandemic. After the pandemic, after 2020, 2021, my brother got hired at Loyola. You know what I mean? I didn't coach at Loyola. I didn't choose to coach at Loyola because it didn't really represent
what you feel. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They ain't for after Don talking. It's a great institution, great high school, but it just didn't represent what I stood for. You know what I mean? I'm here to help my inner city babies, and my kids can't go there. Then I ain't no use for me coaching it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they pay good though.
My
we
like,
got it back.
we go get that chili. You know what I'm saying?
We get it back. But I'm kind of like I ain't with wasting my time. Like you telling me one thing and then
It's a whole different story.
Get my babies in there. It ain't.
That's what
it was. So I'm like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna, I see them where I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna mess with them.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
want to take my kids. I've been coaching. I want them to get a shot to come here.
We from Watts. Watts Comp. Like, you know,
Right.
I can't get my inner city babies in there, which is 10 or 15 kids a year. They ain't no use to me.
Let you know that's gonna produce for your team.
What you doing it for? You pay me well, but at the same time, my purpose ain't the same.
Yeah.
So
I can commit the fuck out of that. I ain't gonna lie. That's some
How important is that to get these inner city babies into school, private schools and different schools like that?
It
Cathedral.
don't necessarily mean about the private school. It's just any school. It could be a change of environment is important.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
as long as it's a prestige school, that's it.
It's a change of environment. You got positive role models there. The people, administration or coaching staff, whatever they want to see your kids succeed. That's very important. You know what I mean? You got a lot of coaches out here just it's in it for them. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how can I say? If I'm a head coach of a school and your son good, yeah, I'm attend to your son. You know what I mean? Because he's good. But what about the kids that's not so good on your team? You know what I mean? They need to be developed or need to be cared for. They don't have 2-parent households. They just got a mom or you know what I mean? That matters. You know what I mean? If I know that, if I know that, then that's where I need to be.
Right.
If I need to be at an institution that cares about inner city kids. Like, you know, and now we at Cathedral. This is our first year at Cathedral, and that institution that care about kids. Every person on that coaching staff is just not like me, or they come from a similar background, or they care though. They
But the
fight,
goal is
they know
to
how coach.
take care of the kids.
The goal is to take care of the kids, get these kids to college, and it ain't got to be D1 or Power 5. You be a D2, you could be a D3.
It's a motherfucker free.
As long as he's not in the penitentiary or the county jail fighting the case, he ain't dead. We ain't got to worry about him. You know what I mean? Shoot no guns. You know what I mean? We want to keep him on the right path. Great education. You know what I mean? Institution. You know what I mean? Now we have a great staff, like a football team. Like it's like night and day. Last year they went to the semifinals, but it was I ain't gonna speak on a lot of tone, but now it's like a new staff. We have
You can tell the culture changing in the atmosphere of the
So
situation.
the head coaches are saying DC there's a couple coaches that still stay, but it's a lot. We got a lot of coaches. We got down like 16 coaches now. You know what I mean? So this go back a little bit. The coaches that we brought on is from our Paul Warner team. You know what I mean? We got our team was called LA Rampage. You know what I mean? So our team was number one in the nation. For like 4 years in a row.
We know about that.
You know what I mean? So So our coaching staff, we took our whole coaching staff and
you brag a little different.
We was number one team in the country. We traveled all the country every year and just whoop every state best team. So
what made y'all so good like that? Was it the recruiting, the development, obviously, right?
Recruiting, development, and just we just take our craft serious. Like, you know what I mean? We really do this. Like we take our craft
Do
serious.
you look
like,
at some kids, right? Because I
It's
know
proof, right?
it's
It's
a lot of politics with the football, right?
sure.
We got a lot of dads out there. They want their kid to be this. They ain't that yet or whatnot. But we have some coaches that tend to the ones that's good more and don't develop the ones that's potentially could be great
That's
as
what
well.
made us so special because we got with these kids since it was 8 years old or 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we built them all the way up to they now to be freshmen in high school. And what's important is development. You know what I mean? But we had these kids since 7, 8 years old. So it's not like we just had a 1 year fix.
Right.
You know what I mean? We groomed them all the way. You know what I mean? We added to their toolbox every year. So now they just,
That's what's up.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
So it's the same team?
Same team,
like
but
one
we
set
had
of
we
kids?
had a couple. You know how I go. We had a
Yeah.
couple pieces every year.
Couple
you know what I
pieces,
mean?
yeah.
The core of the team started since 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
7 years old. You know what I mean? So they developed into what they is now over the years. You know what I mean? But I forgot you had a question I wanted to touch on. I forgot exactly what you said.
I was just saying, how do you look at the kids and see what their potential could be and be like, not like a project, but just like, you know what
that's
I'm saying?
coaching.
Like,
that's what we take
this
pride
is,
in. Like you see,
because
a
some
kid that's
coaches
raw,
just want the ones that's already there.
pockets. No.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, that's not a real coach. I mean,
Okay.
you can have. I'll take that back. I ain't gonna.
It's like a
downplay it.
manager.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Yeah, but a real coach to see the rawness in the kid. I can make that kid something.
Yeah.
See that potential.
He's
in them.
long. You know, he's athletic. He just raw. He don't know. He don't have good feet yet.
Yeah.
All anything in life, all it takes is repetition to be good at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what it is. It could be a writer, you could be a singer, you could be anything. But if you practice it enough and you rep it enough,
Right.
9 times out of 10, eventually you can be pretty good. You know what I mean? It might take you a little longer than some, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's repetition. As a coach, I know that. You know, this kid he ain't nobody groomed me yet. He just need reps at this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got bad feet. Okay, we're gonna work with these letters and these cones for 6 months to see how you be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or you need speed, or we're gonna work on your explosion for 6
Most
months to see what you got. You know what I mean? It's just as a coach, you gotta have patience. A good coach gotta have patience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that don't mean now, go back to what you said about the parents. Parents won't, you know what I mean, your kid to be a success right now, but you have to be truthful. You have to be you gotta be honest with you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, your kid can be good, but if you're on a team with a guy that's good right now, you know what I mean, you just gotta know, be patient. It might not be your time right now. You know what I mean? You trying to be a star right now at 8. Just worry about when you're 12 and see where you at. Sometimes you gotta play a long game.
It's important to let them
I mean,
know,
it's
though.
right.
You gotta
It's
let them
important.
right.
It's very important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, lines can get crossed and down the line.
Sir.
It could be a problem. You know what I mean? Well, not a physical problem. I'm just saying like it could be.
No, mental problem. Everybody thinking,
sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it depends who the parent is.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes it gets serious. I just seen some times been at games, man. It's real intense.
Yeah.
The crowd, the stands, the coaches, and all that. So
But you're right. But you get a group. If you're honest, you won't have that problem.
Yeah.
Some people like that's anything. I always use football as life truth.
Yeah, no.
I'm very
It translates
Yeah,
to life. That's why I say, man,
I'm very
you
honest with
grooming
people. I'm gonna
young
tell you exactly.
men.
You might not like the truth, but you got to respect it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you now. If you don't like it, you can take your kid somewhere else. But I'm telling you, he's at the right spot. I'm gonna get him right. But it might not be right now.
Everything takes time.
Everybody want that microwave success. That ain't it. You want
And
to put
see,
But you gotta tell people sometimes,
people
man.
need to hear that.
Right.
You know,
Sure.
some coaches don't give it to them live and direct like that. They'll tell them, you know, hey, your boy, he gonna do this.
It's the
He gonna be
politics,
that.
yeah,
And then when they there or whatnot, although though, they boy got to put in the work too though.
Sure.
You know, because ain't nothing given.
Sure.
And you
At the
gotta
end
know,
of the day.
in my mind, you know me, I'm thinking, so my mind, I say anything to your son just to make sure you ain't playing for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It got coaches like that. That's
Yeah,
facts.
I'll tell
Yeah,
your son
exactly.
anything just for he won't be on that team.
We're going through that
Yeah.
right now. Like we're going through that, but just stand true to who you are. You know what I mean? Just be confident. Like coaches, we know what we bring to the table. Like we might not be the best coaches in the world, but you put me in the room, we're gonna flourish. You know, we get on the board and write a scheme up with anyone. You know, I've been there. You know, I did the coach had to knock your openers where the top high school athletes go, or you know what I mean?
No, it's proven. Ain't
So-
nowhere
so it's
wherever
just-
I went
it's
that I ain't succeed yet.
Right.
Bro.
So it's just knowing who you is, you know what I mean, who you are, I should say, and and your heart in the right place. Like, because at the end of the day, like it's not really. I'm not here about. It's not. I'm not here for me. I'm here for the kids. You know what I mean? My heart in the right place every time. Now, I mean, we coaches I coach with, Coach Bart, Coach Ma, we always believe we got this thing about the football gods. Like you said, football gods. Your heart in the right place, football gods gonna look out for
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? So same thing in life. Like God gonna look out for you. Like you know, your heart in the right place. You gonna find a way. You gonna find yourself out coming out on top in a lot of situations. You know what I mean?
Right.
It might not be good right now, but at the end of the day, it's the long game. Sometimes life. You know what I mean?
I can say, as your little brother, I admire it because I seen two different sides. You feel me? Of the, ooh, man, your brother's out there going crazy. To, ooh, I love what your brother's doing with them kids. You feel me? So I done seen it. You feel me? I done been on the spectrum where like, niggas say the twins your brother, you better like be skeptical. And then now it's like, oh, man, we love what your brother's doing.
So and that's a blessing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I done seen like
I seen the transformation. I mean, because we started like I said, 2000. I was in the streets. Like we was you know, we was at the top. Like you know, we was doing, you know, but the transformation from going to being respected in the streets, like damn, like people fear you. That's to people respecting you. That's the two different feelings. Like I kind of took pride in people fearing me. Like, you know, you walk in the room, people leave. Like, oh yeah, scary ass. Bro. Just going to you walk in the room, people shaking your hand. Like, what's up, man? How, you know, that's a different feeling. They're like, damn, that's crazy. Like that transformation. I'm still here to, you know, I seen that casket close on a lot of faces. Like, you know what I mean? People I love. I mean, we still here like to make that transformation, that change. You know, straight up. And it's involving these kids. It's like sometimes I wake up like, dang, that's crazy. Like life crazy. Like you know what I mean. But it's a blessing. Like I'm here. This is my reason why I'm here. That's what I'm doing.
You found your calling before it called you. Something called you.
Yeah. So I tell people all the time. It's like bar time. Like I ain't really supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be on the 4-yard or somebody's cemetery. You know what I mean? You know the things you seen, you done. You be like, man. And I'm doing what I'm doing now, and I'm changing kids' lives. You see kids come up to you, hug you. Thank you, coach. Our parents calling you. Thank you. Oh, your kid a scholarship. Oh, man, thank you. Like, just that feeling. That's my get high now. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care where you're from. I don't care what gang you claim now.
Say that.
You know what I mean? So my get high is getting these kids to school, make sure these kids are taken care of. You know what I mean? And just live it. Like, just see them grow and flourish in life. You know what I mean? It feels good to see that and know that you had a part in that. Like,
I always wanted to ask that. Like, since y'all been coaching, has there been somebody like, man, I really didn't like this nigga, but I coach his son. Like, and now I'm cool with him. Like, you know how it be? Because that should have been like that football. That part one of football is so intertwined with gang and law enforcement that is crazy. You feel me? Like the sheriff got a team. The sheriff be on the coaching staff. Like, you know what I'm saying? They there right there with the situation,
especially in the city. You get all the time. Like, you had a recent situation to where a kid, his dad from the other side of the tracks.
Like, I seen. Well, what I was in the you know, my boy live in the Imperial Courts. I seen him little hop out of the van with the whole rampage thing. I'm like,
that's plenty times. I swear, plenty times I had kids living in the PJs, which is Imperial Courts and the Niggasons, right? Which is Bonnet. Both like, you know, quote unquote. You know what I mean? So I've been in the middle of war. I had to drop a kid off in the middle of Niggasons, pick him up, he's right to the, that's what I do. I'm like, damn, if something happened to me, it is what it is. Like, you know, but it's for the kid. I never had
you were supposed to be there, so it was supposed to happen.
I just made sure he was out, and then we're gonna keep you waiting.
Yeah.
Get the call, but that's I mean.
Signed up for
I think with youth football, I do give the former gang members, former affiliates, get them an opportunity to really give back to the community. Because I've been coaching for a while too, and I've seen a lot of people that I knew that was really banging back in the day. Now they really got an opportunity to give them an opportunity to
stay
really
calm.
To get out the streets, you know, and to really give back to it. Because football, man, a lot of the lessons in football transition to life, like you said. I learned so much just from being on the field and going through, building relationships with people and all that, even with coaching now too, because it's like how you said, man, you these lifelong relationships that you built with your players, the respect you got from your players, they're gonna remember you for the rest of their life.
As team sports, I feel like every kid should go through it. You're gonna know a lot about you if your kid can get coached. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's bring success in life. If you can't get coached or be in a team, you can kind of tell.
Even in business, with coaching football, with sports and business, you're gonna fail.
Yeah,
it's gonna be some failure. It's how you teach your kid to go through adversity. How you gonna deal with failure? You know what I mean? You're gonna fail a whole lot of times before you be successful. You know what I mean? So sports, especially football, teaches you that you're not gonna win every week.
You're not gonna win.
It's all about the next one.
Man.
It's all
about the next one.
It's all about the next one. You can start a business. It might not go as well as you want to, but what about the next business? Don't let that discourage you from being the best you can be. You know what I mean? So I teach that a lot, like even in sports, like in life. Because you lost that last rep, don't mean you're gonna win the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about the next rep.
Right.
Can't
if
do
you let
nothing
the
about
last
that
rep
last
affect the
one.
next rep, then you'll never be what you want to be because you're still thinking about that last failure.
Still on your mind.
That last relationship with a girl broke your heart. Now this new girl you got want to give you everything, but you
Traumatized.
you fucking over her. You fucking over her because you think about the last relationship.
Get the fuck off your day. They say get off your bed.
Man, come on, man. Quit playing with me.
So it's all about, you know what I mean, teaching these kids to be, you know what I mean, the best they can be. You know what I mean? So whatever avenue that is, you know what I mean, even after sports, like, you know, you got to get everybody not going to the league. You're not going to go to the league.
Nah, not at all. But you can get that free education. You can get all that.
But you can apply that, what you take from this game, apply that to life. You know what I mean? That's the win. That's the win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's people I'm best friends with now. I played football with when I was 8. You know what I mean? So it's relationships you build now. Even when you go to college, you're gonna meet you're gonna meet people that you're gonna mess with. It's all about connections.
Yeah, you gotta meet those people. Them people might need in life. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Connection. You might hire you, get you, you know me, a great job, or
that's what
might
I'm saying.
Might help you out, get you know,
you gotta keep your bubble open.
Get your tags or something. You know, you might gotta connect on something.
Everything,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what this game evolves to for me. Like it's coaching, you know what I mean? But I love mentoring the youth. I love all the new game I learned, I want to teach to them. You know what I mean? Because nobody really taught us. And all we knew was, I knew football. You know, my dad did. I take that back. I'm not gonna. My dad was always dropping gems on me about, like, you know what I mean, as far as like our people though. As far as like the wittiness theory, to me, read books like that. Behold a pale horse, things like that.
Right.
So he always
That's one thing I can't say about Pops. We made him call. We're
to be thinking man, like you know what I mean. Like we react off emotion a lot. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We human though. You know what I mean. But he taught us to be thinking man. Like so, I always think situations through. Even when I was in the streets doing stuff, I always thought it through. I would never do to just hop up and do it right now. I was always just thinking through. You know what I mean. Maybe that's why I'm still here. I don't know.
And that way, you can live with your decision.
Right. We want to teach our kids these because some of these. Not to down talk our women because women are doing the best they can, but some of these women is emotional. So you know if the dad's not in the house, that kid becomes emotional. Now, emotional decision 9 times out of 10 is not gonna be a good decision.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? So we gotta teach our kids not to be so emotional, especially our young men. Like you know, we gotta be thinkers first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you think the situation through and you still do it 9 times out of 10, that
you can live with that.
You should be able to
you gotta put your bricks up.
Don't move on your emotions.
Yeah.
Don't move on
I
your
always tell
emotions.
me and my brother, I always tell my brother like, damn, I thought it though. You know, it would just, you know what I mean. So, if you're a thinking person, like you won't find yourself in so many bad situations. I mean, I still find myself in some situations I shouldn't have been in, but at the end of the day, God bless me.
I just like the fact that y'all was, like you said, y'all was deep in the situation, and like you said, y'all had little D money with y'all, and he didn't fall victim of trying to be that shit. And I love it every time.
He tell you to this day like he's seen some stuff he ain't supposed to see.
He told me, you know, D money, that's my little dude.
Seen us walking the house, girl still smoking, scared him like. But we not think when you in the you're not really thinking how it affect your nephew, how it affect your mom. You know what I mean? My mom used to stay up. We come to the house 2 or 3 in the morning. My mom was still on the couch before us come to the house. You know what I mean? But you never think about what you're doing when you're like, you know, you just thinking surviving. You ain't thinking about, you know what I mean?
That's what Pops told me though. He said, man, I told them niggas to look at my son after my sons, they gave him guns. Because Pops went to jail, you feel me? And he was like, man, I told a couple of homies to look after my sons and they gave him guns. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, they did. That show. I mean, nobody don't get me wrong. Nobody never made us.
Nah, you was just molded into that way how it was supposed to be. You feel me? Like you said, like
and that was love to them though.
Yeah, it was, bro. Because you understand, like nigga, Pop's prestige, bro. So you feel me? Exactly. You go over there, like, oh, you a son, whoop, like even being their brothers, niggas used to see me and be like, oh, you ain't nothing like them. Like, nah, I'm not, nigga. Like, you feel me? Like your brothers gangsters, nigga. You a funny guy. Like,
they touch you, we was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just come from that mindset, like just come that it's like people ask me all the time, like, where you from? I'm not ashamed to say I used to be from Watts, Jordan Downs, or great, as you say. Not ashamed because I want to be that positive light. When they say like, I know some cool niggas from Grape Street. I mean, it used to be from Grape, like, stay away from them. From Grape, stay away from them niggas. You know what I mean? Now it's like, there's some good brothers, like, you know what I mean? I kind of like that light on my neighborhood. Like I
I like what you and my boy not Jerry doing.
Yeah.
I need to get Jerry down here. He give me back,
For
give
real,
it
for
back
real.
for the kids, shoes and everything.
Y'all too changing the trajectory that all former members don't have to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's dope.
Oh yeah, I've been knowing Ricky since I was 8.
Yeah,
We
So you
started
went to
off-
Curtis. You went to
Yeah,
Curtis.
went to
Oh,
Curtis,
dope.
and we played for Carson together since we were like 7.
Okay.
I know his pops, his brother, cousins, all of it, man.
Okay,
So,
that's dope. That's
yeah,
a small
man,
world.
Yeah, man.
Small
That's what's
world.
up,
But
man.
I don't want to cut you off. You were saying.
Nah, it's dope, for people to see that, you could be a former member or something, but seeing you and that he is a good dude or he doing this, he doing positive things in the community, it changes the trajectory of people's mind state that, people can change
Right.
and transform into something positive.
Piggyback off of that. How can I say this, bro? Like being from a gang. I ain't gonna say it's a bad. It is a bad
Militia.
Yeah.
Militia.
So
Being a part of a militia.
you don't have to. You don't have to be this to be from this. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a killer. You don't have to be a dope seller. You don't have to be that. You could be something positive. You could be a lawyer and still be. If that's you know what I mean? That you don't have to be from. That's where you grew up at.
You can't help where you're from. You can't
That's
help
where
where you're from,
but
homie.
you want to change the direction, the thought process on that. As far as I'm great. I say from anywhere. You could be from anywhere. I could say 60s or whatever.
Yeah.
First thing come to people's mind, he a killer or he like to fight.
Yeah.
Why you can't say, he from this area? Oh, they got some good lawyers coming from that area, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
They
what
got
they
some
like.
good
Big
doctors.
U. They say nothing but this game. They ain't saying he putting kids in the field, taking kids, coaching kids.
I want to change that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm from here, but I don't mean I'm a bullshit person. I'm a shitty person. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make some doctors. Like I'm gonna turn that light on for some of these kids.
Yeah, make more than.
I think that's America's worst nightmare, though. They want to keep us fighting each other. They want to keep us in the game and keep that negative stigma.
Gotcha.
On that. You know what I mean? Even though you don't have to claim a game to be successful. I'm just saying the guys that's in that area, from that inner city. If you're from the inner city, you understand. Like you understand. If you're outside looking in, then this might
won't get it.
This might sound like Spanish, but if you're in the inner city, that's why I cling to them so much because you don't have to be that. You can be from here, but you ain't got to be no killer.
Yeah.
You can represent your neighborhood. You can represent it over here though. You know what I mean? In medical class, represent it over here. You know what I mean? And being a longshoreman or whatever. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to represent it in a way to where
Shit, that's what the Asians and the Hispanics do. You know what I'm
put yourself
saying?
in the penitentiary. You can represent yourself on that graduation stage. Represent your neighborhood up there. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do, if that's what you should be doing. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a killer. You know what I mean?
Nah, you don't have to represent that motherfucker in the pen. Nah, yeah, I feel you on
gotta
that.
put yourself through that pain. You ain't got to do that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you develop personal relationships with your with the kids that you are coaching? And if so, because I feel like that's important because you've been from Watts, bro.
Yeah.
Compton, Long Beach. We all done lost people to jail, to the grave, and all that from being a part of this gang shit. Right. And I know you see a lot of these young boys transforming to that and going that route.
Yeah.
Do you sit them down and have that personal relationship, or take them out or whatever, and
all
just
of them, especially
tell
those,
give them the game like that?
Personal relationships are till to this day. Like you know what I mean. Don't get me wrong. Every kid I touched, it ain't a success story. Like I got kids right now in the penitentiary doing 32 years. You know what I mean? I got another kid, doing 12. You know what I mean? It's got another kid and been to the county, did 2 years and got out. Kids got killed. Like I went to funerals.
Did you feel like it was something you could have done differently?
I used to. I used to kind of blame myself. You know what I mean? First couple, I was like, damn, I could have did this a little more. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, as time go on and more experiences, like you can't save them all.
You can't save them all.
Then you ain't at home with them. You know what I mean? I only could do so much when
you got some time with them.
You know what I mean? So that little, I might have slowed that time up. Whatever happened to him, I might have slowed it up for him. You know what I mean? That's how I think of it now. Because you're not at home with them, and when you installing them and getting installed at home, you kind of. You know what I mean? You kind of fighting two forces.
Yeah. That little dead time you ain't with them. It's frequent.
At the end, like I've been to parent teacher conferences all the time. You know what I mean? Check report cards. I pick them up. Even though they ain't in football related, I pick them up. We go chill, hang, take them to the park, the beach, or whatever. Just do this to the movies. You know what I mean? Just trying to be that positive light because I know, and them streets is vicious, man, and it's addicting. People don't talk about this.
Man, that's what I'm
saying. You know what I mean? So, sometimes when they get to it, when they get to them, they get
man.
that rush.
Yeah.
It's over.
You know, it's hard to reel that back.
pull them
You know
back.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta let them go through.
Yeah.
It took me a
You know
long
what I mean? Let them
time.
experience some of that shit. Like, damn, I'm trying to teach you. Look, this one, I'm telling you, and they respect me for it. Because when it happened to them, they be like, damn, coach, you told
You
me.
did.
Or everything. Because I'm in my 30s and just now found it able to just sit in the house sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chill.
Like, it's cool.
bro.
It's a constant battle, you know, with the streets because they don't. Some don't see it, and sometimes it's hard to connect. What you see sometimes it's hard for me. If I see something a certain way, it's hard for me to give me this. For you to see it the same way.
Right.
Sometimes it's different experience. But sometimes you gotta let them go through it. Like I'm trying to save your
Yeah.
life, bro. You hear me? Stop. You ain't gotta do that. Put that gun up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Get to class. What you doing? Put that sack up. Coach, I need some money. Whoa, here, a couple dollars. But you ain't gotta do that, dog. Just be patient.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But when
When they living in it and they in that moment,
it's
Yeah,
hard.
you could do.
yeah,
A person can tell me, like back when I was coming, I remember. That's why I know. Like I gotta let them experience it.
Yeah.
Because it's too late, kind of. Sometimes it be too late. They be already in it. They go home and they house be the hangout spot sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
So it's just sometimes like, damn, but I ain't gonna turn my back on him. I'm still pushing for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
I just prepare myself for a broken heart sometimes. Like, damn, it's a possibility something can happen to him. You know what I mean?
It's too much in his face.
Yeah.
It's there.
So every
It's like
time I see him,
normal.
let me get your ass in the house. What you doing out here?
What you doing to him is
Get
form.
in the car, come on.
Right.
So I'll pick him up. I pick him, so, you know what I mean? But sometimes it don't work. And you see it. I used to battle with that all the time. Like, damn, those be the ones. Like, they hurt more than the success stories.
What kind of households are common that you see
In the inner city, like
that the kids translate to that?
It's changed over the years. When I first started, used to be a lot of single parent households. A lot. Especially with women. Like, you know what I mean? Then when you get those preteens, like 12, 13, they start to get a little bit of rebellion. It's hard for a mother. Depends on the mother though. You know what I mean? I see some G's though, like some moms that keep theirs in check, but still you're a woman. Like you don't understand.
What he do behind your back, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't really understand what he's going through when you're not around. You know what I mean? When I'm not around, it's peer pressure. Like I gotta do this, I gotta stand tall. You know, all type of things. You're a square if you just do school, you don't do this. Like, you know what I mean? Then social media has a lot to do with it. It's a lot of things a young man goes through nowadays that we didn't have to go through. You know what I mean? So all we knew was just shit. We go outside and it's just
You see when you get it.
Now you got social media, TikTok, you got Instagram, TikTok, and this if you perceive a certain way, you know what I mean? There's a lot of kids out here fighting against that. Like, I ain't that. So I'm finna prove I ain't that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why you see all these people in Chicago, they on live killing people. You know what I mean? Because they want to be perceived a certain way. You know what I mean? So, but you ain't got to do that. You know what I mean? Life ain't about that. That's my job in this inner city community. Life ain't about that. That's weak what you doing. That's weak. But if you gonna go to penitentiary, they ain't even gonna answer your phone call.
No.
Yeah.
For what you doing it for? You know what I mean?
You got nothing for you.
Go be successful. Get you a lot of money. Get you some money. Get you a condo. The girls can come see you and you can chill and live life and go eat what you want to eat. You ain't gotta have nobody tell you when to go eat.
Because the girls don't want to come to the jail. They ain't
Ain't
the vibe in the jail.
Right.
The vibe's not in jail.
You'll be an internet sensation for about 2 weeks.
Man.
Yup, and it's on to the
And you
next.
got 20 years. What you gonna do for them 18, 19?
Man.
You know what I mean?
And they gonna be talking shit. This nigga dumb and all that.
They call you stupid. Yeah, you stupid. The whole time you doing it for them, but you stupid. You know what I mean? You don't want to live that.
Especially if you grew up in the age of didn't know internet around like our age. You doing some crack stuff on the internet. You crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a battle, man. You know, being a coach, but you gotta love to do it. I love it. I love the game, the X's and O's of it. But then I love taking care of our babies too. You know what I mean? So that's why my nonprofit is focusing on that side of on the spectrum. You know what I mean? Trying to help these kids, survive and get through this community and develop dreams and have goals. You know what I mean? To set for themselves. So,
That's crazy.
That's important.
And for you not to have kids to deal with other people's kids is crazy. That's not crazy. Yeah, it is to me. My mind, my fault. This is how I'm thinking. It's crazy.
Now that really shows that your heart really in it.
Right.
You know?
I got a question for you. So I want to know, like, what's your thoughts on the state of football right now? Like, as far as how much exposure is getting as far as social media or the 707s, kids getting scholarships from age of like 8th grade, 7th graders getting full ride scholarships,
NIL
and all that.
A lot of people don't. I don't say a lot, but some people don't like it. I love it because the game's evolved. Like,
for sure.
Anything, in life. You know what I mean? If things stay the same, it's going to decline. So I like to see the game evolving, especially it's coming to our youth now with the NIL deals, Instagram, the TikToks. Like you can make millions of dollars. You know what I mean? If you know how to use it right. But all that stuff though comes responsibility that comes with a solid background and parent to, you know what I mean, to oversee that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, I love it. Like the 707.
707.
Because anything to keep our kids out the street and keep them doing something, man, I'm all for it. I don't care what it is. It could be a push-up contest. I'm down for it. You know what I'm saying? For real. So the state of football, I mean, I think it's in a great position, man, especially now, even from college on down, college to high school to Pop Warner. I love it. As far as how the game evolves and the exposure the kid can get from scoring a touchdown and doing a certain dance or saying a certain expression. Like that's dope to me. You know what I mean? Just because we have a lot of different personalities, you know what I mean, in these inner cities, like this is a dope kid.
That's why I think they needed y'all at the private school level, because from my side looking in, I'm seeing that the inner schools now are done. Like now that if I can, if your kid, now you have all the tight kids. If I could take 3 of your kids from Watts and take them to Bosco, take them to Cathedral, you ain't going to Jordan High. You feel me? Like,
yeah, back then we grew up the local schools. Thing. Now it's like it's kind of the private, but it's I think it's gonna revert back to. It just depends who the coaches is. Like, you know what I mean? So.
Like Poly will always be Poly because you can go in there and D.A.D could be there one day, but.
Right, you're right, because the Model Days, the St. John Bosco's, the Sierra Canyons.
Anybody got a little pocket money, anybody got some good alumni, they can take your kid, I feel like.
And that's true. That's the game now.
That's the game.
That's the game.
But I feel
that don't.
But I feel like that's cool, like you said. You taking your babies with you. Correct. So they get to see that. Like, okay, you're not finna go to this school now. I got this opportunity. You come with me and see this whole better life. Right. So when you go home, it's better. But like you said, mine got the thing from Loyola, even though they let no kids go there. But he got to see a whole program of
and get him out that environment.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So now you're taking, like you said, how many kids y'all took up there?
We got like 12 up there right now. We got the kids. Well, most of our kids, we got kids. Got a couple kids at Model Day that we coached last year. Bosco, Sarah, Alamany. But it's we took this high school job for them to come join us, the whole team. Yeah. But it's other opportunities. We feel like there's other opportunities. My thing is...
But look at the opportunities.
Right. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
And it's all about...
Why can't we coach at these inner city schools?
It's not the coach, it's the money.
Well,
it's money.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's money. There's a couple of reasons. For one, education. Like, you know what I mean? Us, you got to have a college degree at a public regular school. At a Unified, they want you to have a degree, because if you're a head coach, 9 times out of 10, you got to be a teacher. I mean, so that's number one. I think it's kind of changing now, though. They kind of taking. If you just want to be a coach, you can do that. You don't have to be a teacher.
They trying to.
Secondly, is like that. My bro said, is money. You know what I mean? Bro, if a public school wanted to get me right now, it had to be like a
prestige. You got to be in good.
It don't have to be. It had to be something personal for me to do that, because I'm taking a huge pay cut. You know what I'm saying?
Would you coach at L.A. Jordan?
I ain't gonna say no. I won't say yeah either. It depends. I gotta see. It gotta.
If they came with something nice,
It's not about the money.
They gotta build up their shit first.
But it have to make sense, though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about the money. But it have to make sense.
I ain't gonna say. I ain't worried about the money about L.A. Jordan. It's about the resources.
Yes, you gotta think about.
It's about.
That's the same with Deion situation.
School funding comes from property taxes.
Right.
You feel me? Who pay property taxes? That is in a fucking middle of fucking Section 8 homes, bro. They never gonna get a shot, bro.
Right.
Like, unless an alumni come pay, it's nothing.
Coach come up with some connections, like as far as
gotta have somebody donate.
No, I mean they can redo the rate room.
We can
It can do, but then you gotta
get the school to accept the money from you, just like they didn't accept the money from the niggas from Compton. They have to accept that money. So they be like, oh, we can't accept the money from D.A.D because he's an ex-Fruitown member. We don't want nothing to do with that. Like shit like that. Like it's so much, because politics, bro. Like just like how California's under investigation for ordering 1 billion masks. Nigga go take that money and run, bro. This is the inner city. They don't got that. That's why I say that's why it's good that they grab some people from there for your kid can go, like how your son go to Mayfair. You live across the street from Paramount. He not going to Paramount.
No, I'm
just saying, like, because that's how it go. Look at them nice homes. How it's just off property. It's the property tax. More homes that have people like we went to Jordan. Look what's all around Jordan, that 905 area. It's not. It's a whole lot of apartments and stuff, bro. So you could tell, like, just like around Poly, it looked bad, but there's a lot of houses around there, and they got the most NFL players that ever
come out of
one school.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get DJ donating $1 million, Reggie donating 2.5. You know what I'm saying? And they go take it. But for us, we don't got that because anything that gets good go get took it anyway. So why not taking with your people? Because that opportunity, how many? We went to Jordan. Have you ever seen a nigga from USC up there or Montana?
No.
Come on, man. Only nigga that used to do that was Pete Carroll. I seen Pete Carroll in the projects.
Yeah.
But ain't no other coach doing that, bro.
We shot dice with Pete Carroll in the hood.
Come on, man. ain't no other coaches doing that, bro. You gotta go put it's politics. You gotta go put this is almost gonna be like pay to play, bro.
Yeah.
And if you don't got the right people in your corner, it's gonna be hard. If your kid like if your kid gotta go to fucking Jordan High and he nice and nobody come get him, you just know, like, you know what I mean?
That's
Either JUCO or, you know what I mean? A trade. Get a good trade in. It's just how it goes, bro. That's how they look.
You got some good public schools though. Like, that's
you for sure got some good public schools.
The private schools for sure got the advantage because the alumni, like you say, they got people that. And sometimes I don't be the alumni. I just could be
a regular parent.
It could be a quarterback dad that got a bag. And I want some guys around my son, so I'm willing to pay what you want. You want a house? You want $20K? All right, come on. It's like that.
Look at Deion.
It's like that.
Look what Deion did.
So, but
he was like, I gotta go get these. I gotta get my coaching to a bigger platform, and for the kids I get to get better equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He had to put up his money to help them get a field.
Yeah, so
they still had to go through Saints. Just, man, I'm out of here. Feel me? I could bring now with the NIL. We ain't got to sit out no year. I can take all y'all niggas. Come on, let's go. We out of here.
Yeah. The game is involved. Like, you know, you got to evolve with it. So, I mean, but it's still come down to me. It's come down to coaching. Like, you might not be able to compete with the modern days and the St. John Bosco right away, but you can't. It depends. It depends, man.
Yeah.
The type of on the coaching and your status.
I feel like if your school plays St. John Bosco or something like a school, inner city school, and they see and one player go good next year, he gonna be on St. John Bosco.
Yeah, that's facts. That's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Sometimes. You know what I mean? So
you seen what happened? The running back that used to go to Jordan, nice. What happened? LaSalle. You seen what he did to Poly?
Destroyed him.
Yeah.
And that's like when Poly and LaSalle like the only like public schools that's still like strong. Milliken building up something. I ain't gonna lie.
You got
Inglewood too.
You got
I think Dorsey's still on the map. I don't know.
In the inner city?
Nah, not really.
I don't know. I don't really check LA.
Nah, they ain't.
In the Warren.
Warren High School is
Warren,
yeah.
Downey
good.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It still can be like public schools still can be relevant. They're just not gonna be on that.
Yeah.
On that
but that
prestige.
But if you go by Downey and Warren, you go look at the area around there. You be like, oh, I see.
Yeah. You got some Downey for sure.
Right there. I mean, I live down the street.
That rivalry between Downey and Warren is crazy. You ever been to a Downey Warren game?
No, I haven't. But
standing room only.
I have seen them. I have seen Warren and Downey get into it at Stonewood Mall. Though. I've seen it.
They worst enemies.
Yeah.
But the game is that's crazy though. That game was like you feel like
traditional,
can't even hear yourself. Like it's crazy. It's traditional.
It's
crazy.
Some of my little dudes went to Downey. Rest in peace to them. Oh, Nacho went to Downey.
Yeah, Nacho went to Downey.
Yep.
Okay. What year was that? 15. Okay. Hell yeah, man, for sure, man. So y'all match up, man. What can we look forward to? Y'all played each other last year, right?
Yeah, I wasn't there last year, so
you
I
wasn't there last year. You can't.
But
did y'all win last year?
Nah. We didn't have our start. We really didn't have our best player on the field. He was suspended during that game, but it was still a good game. It was a great game. I think that we lost by like 1.
It was a shootout.
It was a shootout for sure.
Okay.
They had a receiver that went for like 300-something yards receiving.
Yeah.
Xavier, got his last name, but he went crazy.
DJ,
he coming back?
Yeah,
No, he's at Sierra Canyon this year.
Sierra Canyon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he got up out of there.
He play
huh?
basketball too or something?
No. He
Football
committed
guy.
to SC. He
Oh,
dope.
Yeah,
dope.
he got
We
Will.
will have his little brother next year though. His name is Damari Hall. He dope.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
He's at Sierra Canyon right now as a freshman, but I'm probably telling this.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, the kid Xavier dope. He's dope.
Okay.
Yeah, but Milliken got a good squad. I coached the freshman team last year, and I might move up to JV. I'm not sure, just depending on my schedule and all that. But VAR, they look pretty good, man. They got Deuces getting offers. Like they got probably about 10 guys with offers right now.
Yeah, because they've been having a lot of coaches come up there too, right?
Yeah, and then Ryan, they had like a college showcase where it's about 50 colleges come up. It was like a 7-on-7 game, and they had different teams, but it was about like 50 colleges up there just to see what type of talent that's out there.
Yeah,
a lot of guys was getting offers on the field from the different colleges during the 7-on-7 little tournament. So that was pretty. That's pretty
right
dope,
there, boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope to have it.
Rome doing a good job
Yeah,
over there,
Milliken,
man.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have Romo here on the show one time.
Yeah, he got to come on here.
Yeah.
His little brother actually on Monday, he's gonna do his sign his letter of intent. What school he gonna go to, either Oregon or SC. So
Okay.
yeah,
Which I
Man,
think.
expect SC great again, baby.
man, I'm hoping
Charles
he
is
go
fighting.
to SC. I hope he go to SC.
I do too.
Yep.
SC
I
turning
think
things
we
around.
play week 2.
Yeah, we too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game, man.
So
I think we got the film already. We got it on hold.
It's at Milliken too.
What
What
you expecting as a coach out of that
Expecting a
game?
good
What you
game for
looking
sure.
forward to?
We play at Cathedral this year, I think so.
Cathedral.
We play at Cathedral.
Yeah.
So the atmosphere is gonna be crazy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know if you ever been to a Cathedral game, but
Nah.
the school is built on top of. That's why we call it the graveyard. It's built on top of a cemetery.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? The downtown backdrop at night is crazy.
Beautiful. Huh?
But
I've been
it's
there.
I've been there.
Oh, he
Like,
said
the way the
Phil
stadium, it
pass.
feels very intimate, but it's loud. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like it's crazy. It's gonna be a good game. Like we're gonna be ready though. We're gonna be ready to put on the show for sure.
That's what's
You
up.
know what I mean? On both sides, in all 3 phases. You know what I mean? Offense,
Well, you
defense.
coach
We got some dudes.
offense, defense.
I'm linebackers coach.
Linebackers,
Yeah,
okay.
we're linebackers, and I'm the run game coordinator.
Okay.
My twin brother, he's the DB coach. He's the pass game coordinator.
Oh, that's
Coach Vince Jefferson, he our DC. Then Jabbar Jefferson, he's our OC. Coach AJ is our head coach. We got a group of coaches. It's not like we coaching together. We're not coaching under nobody. Like, you know what I mean? We ain't like that. We all got the same goal. You know,
Yeah.
we want to win. We
Yeah.
want to get these babies to college. So it's like we kind of like work well together. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not like it's my way or the highway. We all come together, come up with a game plan, stuff like that. It's like it's a very healthy environment. You know what I mean? Not only for the coaches but for the kids. So,
I just like how you keep reiterating the kids.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
feel
got
me?
any standout athletes right now?
Oh yeah, we are. Whew. We got a lot of them. There was a young team last year. A lot. They was sophomore heavy. Now we're gonna be junior heavy.
Oh, so y'all still got time to
yeah.
grow.
We got a kid. Yeah, we got a kid named Antonio Walton. I think his last name is. He's number 4. He got about 11 D1 offers right now. Fast. He run like a 10.6, 10.5 right now in the 100.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
He rolling.
Receiver?
Yep. We got a kid named, he went to Poly last year. His name is Charles Clinton. He went number 10 for Poly. He was Poly receiver last year. We got him. He's another 5'6" offer guy,
Yeah.
a receiver.
I seen one game. I don't know if we later. One game with Polly, they top corner was getting
Oh, yeah, he was getting
by
cut.
Malik, the dude from Los Al, you know, because Los Al was the best friend,
He was
quarterback.
cold though. Alec, Melly.
Yeah, the best friend.
What was
The
his
best
name?
friend and the two best friend,
Malachi,
the quarterback and the receiver.
Yeah.
He was cold.
Yeah.
He cold.
Yeah, he was eating them.
What
Yeah, we
was
got-
it like? Number 6 in the nation quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
It was
I
nice.
think he going to
they all. They said they
he
both
was
going
going to
to
go
SC.
to LSU,
Yeah.
but then
They both going to SC.
they're going
Yeah,
to
Oh, the quarterback's going
the
to LSU.
cornerback. He wasn't going to. I think he's going to Oregon now.
Yeah, shit.
He
I
did come in
barely.
from
I found
LSU.
the LSU in that game, man. No disrespect to that young man.
Yeah.
He was
We
lunch.
got-
That boy was getting
Yeah.
We got some dudes. Defense. Our defense is crazy. We got defense is crazy right now. We got
number 6 miles. Like
my twin brother, stepson. He was at Corona Centennial. He's here now. He played linebacker. His name's Toss McGinn.
I seen his highlight. That boy.
He cold.
Woo.
Yeah, we
Okay.
got a kid named Malachi. I can't think of his dad's name. We played D tackle number 99. He a beast. Dog. We got a DN, 3-star DN name. What is his name? I can't think of my boy Dorset. Named Dorset, 3-star DN. He's good. He's finna be a junior too. All these kids are juniors except Ty, the linebacker. He
Yeah.
comes from He finna be a senior. He just came back from a visit from Weber
that's
State.
what's up.
Got a kid named Messiah Washington, I believe. He's his first uncle was Curtis Conway. He had 8 picks last year as a sophomore. Was All-American.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he coached. Like, we got some dudes. We got
I got some. Okay.
we got some dudes. We got some dudes, man. Our team, I'm looking forward to it. Then we got some the Rampage kids incoming freshmen, but they can play varsity.
Oh,
We got Jalen Jefferson, the quarterback. We got
Is he
receiver.
he's the quarterback this year for this varsity team already?
He battling.
He in there. Yeah.
It's 2 is out of CJ, which is a pretty good quarterback himself. And it's Jaden. Like whoever wins at the end of the summer, that's what we rocking with.
That's crazy. Y'all been having him since young, boy.
Yeah, he cold. He ready though. He ready. He cold. Like I'm excited. This is gonna be a good season.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I mean? So take a team to come coach a team that went to the semifinals last year and add to it. Like I think.
Are you still coaching the Rampage too? Are you doing both?
Yeah. So this year I'm gonna be coaching 12U. Like my twin brother, he gonna be coaching 10U. So we kind of like split up this year. But I'm kind of going to coach. I want to kind of coach the kids that's close to the high school.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I mean? Just you know what I mean, for the next couple of years, just to keep that pipeline going. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
Right.
So right after high school practice, you just go straight to
110, get off on Manchester, we at Fremont High School.
Oh, okay.
That's
Right.
That's what's up. Makes sense, man. Well, man, anything with this interview? Tell the people where they can find you at again, man.
I mean, any football field in Southern California.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Instagram, Mar the Truth, Mar_the_truth. You can follow my nonprofit page also. It's Athletic Culture Corp on Instagram, Athletic Culture Corporation. Also, you can find me, where else you can find me at? I think that's it. I'm on TikTok, but I don't remember my TikTok name.
I do got a question.
Yeah, what's it?
I do got a question. You know how y'all said y'all number one in the nation, Pop Warner and all that, do all that. Do you think California don't get that much respect in the football thing because we don't play middle school football?
Oh, they try to disrespect us too. They think we soft.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy. You go out, you go play in Georgia, you go play in Florida.
Right.
Kelly, y'all play soft. Y'all soft.
You're right.
What? Oh man, you should hear it. They think we soft, man. They think we all palm trees. And, you know what I mean? They think we soft, but we after we finish punching on them, they give it up. Oh, y'all real, y'all real. That's just a stigma. They just think California, because we live by the beach, they just think we.
And I think
soft.
the culture how they do it too is
Football is
different.
football is
Like
life.
football
You go to Atlanta, like Georgia, or you go to South Florida, Texas. Like they take football serious. We do too, though.
Yeah, that's what
exactly.
But they don't understand. They just think they way
more
better than our way. That's all it is.
Like basketball.
I mean, but they gotta understand. Like the last couple of years, like California, we got dudes.
Football
Like
big.
my
We've
team
been
Rampage,
running
like
it low key. Like California been.
That's what I'm saying. Like
taking over,
from
bro.
the outside looking in, like that's what they talk shit. Then when you start looking at like who in the NFL, who the top recruits, it's
Cali dudes.
like there has to be.
I tell you the difference, like especially younger, like even in high school, like with California, we're more polished athletes. Like we're coached up.
Well coached.
Not saying the other states don't coach. I'm just saying like we're more technically sound. Like we coach.
College ready kids.
Florida, them niggas is raw. They big, fast, but they raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same with Louisiana, Joe. They just raw.
That's why they don't be knowing positions they be playing.
Right,
They be everywhere on the field.
But college, they like that because they feel like they want to get you in
They
their
can
promotion.
develop them. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They really don't have a base. Like you know what I mean? We don't have any bad habits to break. They take them on. But California kids, that's why we do so well. That's why my team did so well because teams we played, they was talented. We was talented too, but we were more coached. We're more polished. Like you know what I mean? Our scheme work. Like you know what I mean?
Balance.
They don't have that.
A little bit of,
They don't have that. Even in high school, like a lot of these California schools that go to Florida and Georgia, they'll beat the brakes off them because we're coached. Some of them we overcoach sometimes. Like you know what I mean? As when they get to college,
Yeah, probably didn't show that plenty of time.
we hit our ceiling kind of fast too. That's another thing. Like that's we're coached. We're coached so young, we hit our ceiling fast. You know exactly this kid.
Right.
Some kids gonna trajectory beat. You know what I mean? In Florida, like they so raw, you be like, damn.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
I love how they had a high school now. Like you can go to Florida, like they go play a team, the top team in Florida
win every time.
or Texas, and
The last 10 years,
Bosco they be smacking, blowing their top teams out. Like,
but they just their
Arizona.
thing. They're like, oh, only Model Day and Bosco. They play all the good kids on the team. Like, no, there's some school like Poly. There's some schools, some schools that go to these different states and whoop them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't get me wrong, they got some good. You know, they are. It's a team in And I think I want to say,
but that's how they really are. They states be having only two good schools. All of them be walk through.
That's the excuse though, because they getting blew out. That's
they had like two good schools, and that's walk throughs. Like,
you know what I mean? But California football is definitely like it's more respected than it used to be. But that stigma still stick to Cali out soft.
Yeah, because they still play
everything in Cali soft. Yeah,
till
man,
14.
We would beat the brakes off y'all. Which what?
Right.
So we used to go in these cities like we used to play in these fields where they only standing room only is gays. They talking crazy. Mm-hmm. Shit, you be like, what? What you say? You know what I mean? They talking crazy. Woo. Then at the end of the game, they're like, damn, this is real. We gonna beat y'all 40 that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love it, man. This is like, and then go back to the kids. I take kids from the inner city and travel to Crunchy.
Yeah,
like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
To go eat at the Waffle House, and we take them, we go horseback riding, or, you know what I mean, ATV riding. Like they just experiencing a whole different life. You know what I mean? That's, we turning that light on for them. Like, you know what I mean? I love that. I love that. That's what I do it for.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up, man.
I appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, baby.
So I'm surprised you didn't make mine.
He got his twins at the house, so he couldn't, he couldn't get away. Couldn't get away, but I appreciate y'all for having me, though, man. Is the bathroom here?
Yeah. Hey, man, y'all follow the D.A.D podcast. Tune in, subscribe, man. Subscribe to the show.
Yes, sir.
I'm down and diligent.